Hi guys, this is GSMDome and I'm here with the Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus. If you want a bigger S26, the regular one, well, this is actually it. You're getting a bigger battery, 600 mAh more. From 4,300 you get 4,900 if you switch from S26 to S26 Plus. I find it to be slimmer and lighter than the S25 Plus. That's my first impression. But the core of the specs remains the same. While the small model gets a bigger battery and also gets a larger screen, well, the Plus is basically just the same as it was last year. So yeah, there's that. Now let's talk first and foremost about the design. Only 7.3 millimeters in thickness. It weighs 190 grams. It uses Gorilla Armor 2 at the front and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 at the back. It's got an aluminum frame and it's also IP68 certified. It's dust and water resistant up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Now the screen you're seeing here, it's not a privacy display as the Ultra has. It's rather dynamic LTPO AMOLED 2X 120 Hz HDR10 Plus up to 2600 nits of brightness. Now I should probably also mention that the screen we have here has a Quad HD Plus resolution, which is bigger than the regular S26, so you're gaining some pixels. And we also have an upscaling feature for basically anything that you can show here. Not sure if it's available on the Plus or only the Ultra. I know that it's supposed to show crisper images and upscale all sorts of photos for you. Now, aside from that, it comes with 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of UFS 4.1 storage, or 512 if you're gunning for the bigger version. Now the battery isn't much smaller compared to an Ultra. It's 4,900 mAh, and it charges at 45 watts just like last year, and 25 watts wireless, which is actually good to have. Now the colors it comes in are cobalt violet, sky blue, black, white and silver, plus it's actually silver shadow and pink gold. We've talked about the design, talked about the display. I should probably mention the CPU, which is exactly not a bad one. I think it's actually superior in some ways to the Snapdragon. I'm talking about a Exynos 2600, which is supposed to be very good for gaming. 2 nanometer, by the way, which is something of a premiere that we have here. We can see here the battery capacity. We're supposed to have something like 1,200 cycles for the battery of this model, just like the Ultra version. Now the handset, I think it's time to address the cameras. So at the front we have a 12 megapixel shooter, which is usually very good for Samsung's. HDR10 Plus support 4K 60, face detection autofocus. Well, at the back side, the triple camera setup in this oval pill. 50 megapixel main camera, f1.8 aperture, 10 megapixel camera, telephoto, 3x optical zoom, optical image stabilization, and PDAF. Finally, 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, 120 degrees and super steady video. Now the camera features, you probably know them already. This is the more section, expert raw. Expert raw now has a special ocean mode, which is something I haven't seen before. We're supposed to find it here somewhere, still getting accustomed to it, but yeah, you're supposed to take captures under the water. I saw that in the presentation, but not sure if it's available on all models. Now going back, you can also have the Pro mode. I want to show you something here. When it comes to Pro video, you can look here at the top side, you have the log capture. Let me just activate it. So what log does is that it captures a wider color range here, and you can work with it after the fact. You can also have LUT colorization, so if you're a content creator like me, you're going to get colorization which is superior here with much more colors. So yeah, that's a bonus if you're a content creator. Now aside from that, not much has changed. This is One UI 8.5 applied on top of Android 16, and it gets some novelty for circle to search. So if you keep pressed here and circle this, you can now create something with Nano Banana, and you also have a new version of circle to search which is able to do multiple tasks at the same time. Of course, you also have Gemini, and you also are getting a brand new version of Bixby, which Bixby can be triggered to be your agentic AI and modify settings of the device, including, for example, protecting your eyes. Now, aside from the Now brief, which we already knew for a while now, you're also getting the Now nudge. Basically, at some point during the day, you have a suggestion how to use a variety of applications. If you're speaking to your friends on WhatsApp and you're talking about a dinner, you will have a calendar suggested to you. If you're talking about something that you already did, like a holiday trip, you'll be suggested a gallery with that very same trip. And those are some examples of the Now nudge features. Of course, there are also some extras when it comes to the images. So let me just find something. You can do generative AI and you can also change background. So you have those two friends here. Yeah. So two friends, press this, the AI button, and you're going to be using text to modify the image. Dress them in armor. Okay, so they're dressed in armor. You can change the background, you can change the color of the hair, the color of their clothes, what have you. You can make a cake that was bitten into, not be bitten into, and so forth. So that's the core of the experience. This is the brand new Galaxy S26 Plus. I see it as a gaming phone on account of the Exynos Pro Mixing CPU, Exynos 2600. That's it from GSMDome.com. Goodbye.